A very warm welcome to the Stadium Maba. We're in the heart of Kuala Lumpur. It's match day 3 of the 4th Seri Mutiara Cup, a pre-season tournament of international value. And today we have got Negri Sembilan Matrix about to take on the Serbians of BC Partizan. Earlier on today, Fubon Braves from Chinese Taipei beaten by Illawarra Hawks 85-83. Aegis, who have already qualified for the semi-finals, they were beaten by Macau Black Bears by 100 points to 88. They were the early games on today, and just now we've just seen the Texas All-Stars get the better of their match to qualify for the final, a 96 semi-final, sorry, a 96-71 victory over the Eastern Long Lions. And now we've got BC Partizan versus Negri Sembilan Matrix. The winners of this will go through. Here's how it stands at the moment. Black Bears, they've got 4 points, but the winner of this Matrix Partizan game will pick up 2 points, and that will put them level on points with Aegis, who've already qualified and beaten both Matrix and Partizan, so would go through top of the group as head-to-head. So this is for a place in the semi-finals. Partizan versus Matrix coming your way at Stadium Maba. Mislan Al-Azam alongside Des Corkill in the commentary box. Mislan, for the Matrix, getting to the semi-finals is minimum requirement.
There's no minimum requirement. Basically, any team that wins this game will qualify to the semi-final. Doesn't matter the final score.
Jock on the way instantly, and a first brilliant piece of play coming in from Tyree Davis. A block just as Jock looked like he was going to slam dunk in the first couple of seconds. Matrix in the black. And Ong this time is taken out. First foul against Uros Trifunovic.
A late whistle there by the referee, but a good call. Good cut by Wong to able to free himself underneath the basket. Hopefully that Ong can convert these 2 free throws.
Ong Guiyong gets the fast-starting Matrix on the board. Two for 2 for Ong. For the Matrix, a number of guest players for this particular tournament, and they're making a big difference. As Davis just slides that one in for 2 points, Tyrone Davis.
Davis able to find a slim opening underneath the basket, powering on there.
Anthony Walker, who's been outstanding. Avia, who's been particularly so inside. A 2-point effort from Anthony Walker stays out. Running the play is Vuk Karadzic. It's a young Partizan team. Development squad in many ways, but helped out by the likes of Davis Jr. And Tyree is everywhere, defensively and offensively. Foul is being called. Now the hard work beneath the basket from 12, Dimitri Nikolic. What have you made of Partizan in this tournament so far, Mislan?
Yeah, I think just couldn't believe that the referee called the foul against him. It's via first a personal foul.
Starting the play, the youngster Trifunovic. There's 2 Trifunovic boys in the starting lineup as Karadzic goes for 3. A definite push in the back by Uros Ilic. And that'll be an offensive foul against Ilic. And a second team foul against Partizan.
Partizan is a much younger team. Sometimes their inexperience show their youth, show they make unforced turnover, silly mistakes. Whereas NS Matrix, they are much more formidable team this year compared to last year.
Avia will get the 2 and go to the line for the extra shot. Powerful man who's had a powerful tournament, Joe Avia.
Avia reminds me of Kevin Love, where he can play the stretch for power forward position. He can control the ball, dribble the ball, and also shoot the ball.
Second personal foul going against Ilic. Again, starting the play is Trifanovic. Ilic into the paint now. Ilic outside for three, uncontested off the rim. And Walker with the board for Negri Sembilan Matrix, and then carries on the run but can't pick up the pass from Jock. Karadzic, bounce pass into Davis Jr. Davis taking on Ong, and Ong's get a rejection. The wingman doing a really good job.
The driving is trying to use his advantage of size and height, but I think it was Anthony Walker helping with the block. Here you see, yeah, the block shot by Anthony Walker, high flyer.
Outside shot from Trifanovic. Oh, sorry, Davis Jr., apologies. Trifanovic looked our way, but he's everywhere on the court at the moment, Davis Jr. Ilic, who's on early foul problems with two. They're not afraid to take the ball. That's come off Ong. Davis, little shimmy, inside two. Rejected again, but, well, not put back in as maybe it should have been from Nikolic. Jock from outside for three.
Peter Jock can shoot the ball from the outside. Wei Yong was looking for him. Peter Young way open, an easy three-point shot for him.
Trifanovic driving the lane beautifully, straight to the rim for two. Looks a good talent, this young kid. Jock, who's already bagged 1-3, looks for a second. Oh yes, over the arm of Trifanovic as well.
Peter Jock, a well-known shooter, he can really shoot the lights out.
11-7, the early lead for the Matrix. Just over 4 minutes gone. Trifanovic holds off the pressure from Yi Hao. Lovely dish inside. Nikolic lays up for two. 2-point ball game. Lots of offense going, as you suggested there might be. A Veer bounce pass off Davis.
Both teams are executing well on their offense. Not much of turnover. Hence the high scoring game. So we got the first substitution in this game.
Tyrell Corbin stepping in for Yi Hao. And Corbin with the inbound. Also a change for Partizan as well. Jock screened by Davis. Bounce pass is picked up by Karadzic. He's on the move. Quick break from Karadzic. Trifanovic stolen. Jock can take on Davis on the outside. And a lovely fake use of the arm, and 2 points for Jock.
A good defense by Wei Yong, forcing the steal, and then Peter Jock, an easy task for him.
Midway through the first quarter. Davis on Karadzic, long range three, that's good.
Karadzic way downtown. Not a problem for him.
Walker. Up against the big man, and that's well played by Tasanovic. And Davis again in the ball. He must have had the ball half the time. Trifanovic, again a nice long-range three. And Partizan take the lead for the first time. Uroš Trifanovic, he's on to 5 points and looks a good shooter, looks in control of the game. Jock screened by Davis. So the two of Davis out there. Avia. Now then, this is a problem. 3 personal fouls already against Uros Ilic. And here's an important part of the Belgrade setup.
Yeah, his third personal foul for Uros Ilic. And then still on the court right now, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a risky play, isn't it? We're barely midway through the first, and he's on 3 personals already. Avia faced by Ilic. Corbin, Ilic steps in. Corbin can't get there. And Jalil gets his first 2 and will go to the line for another. He's just stepped onto the court for the first time, Jalil Roberts.
Jalil Roberts not saying much playing time coming off the bench, but he can give a lot of impact for the NS Metri, especially on the defensive end. But this time, offensively, he able to get a offensive rebound for NS Metri.
As we look at Roberts about to take the extra point, Ilic is at last substituted. 2-point play, but picked up by Jeff Baines. Outside for Jock for 3. A bonus 2 points.
That's his third 3-pointer for Peter Jock. Like I said, this guy can shoot the light out.
Double digits for him in Matrix 18-15 lead. Karadzic, jumper for 2, stays out. Avia, another big rebound. Jock, high on confidence, steps outside. That 2 dropped short. Novakovic onto Davis. Davis inside Avia. Beautifully done by Roberts. And Corbin. A little putback in, good support from Jock. Timeout called by Partizan.
Here, good transition. Corbin pushing the ball, and then Peter Jock was there to clean it up. The miss by Corbin.
Exactly what we don't want. We concede easy points, fast break. We concede open threes to number 14. Ajde bre, jebote, no. Dakle, zaštiti ovu skupite nazad. Pa nemoj druge lopte. Bang, fast break.
Well, for Partizan, an emotional appeal. For Brian Lester, a far calmer analysis of what's been going on.
BC Partizan want his team to stop the transition offense, take control of the ball, not giving any chance for NS Metri to go on the transition offense.
That's been the main difference in the first period that has just flown by. Nearly 7 minutes played, and there's the star man so far. Dude Jock, 3 threes in his personal tally of 13 points.
Peter Jock was drafted in the NBA and then being played in the D-League.
A couple of changes for the visitors. Stepping in is Tadic for the first time. And also Novakovic. Avia with another board. Such an understated part of this Matrix setup. Joe Avia backs into his man. Soft hands for the 2 points for Avia.
That's such a strong move by Avia, that spin move. That, like I said, reminds me of Kevin Love.
He'll be happy with that. Avia, I mean. Davis Jr. for 2.
Oh, it's not a 3 points, a 2 point, yeah.
Jock outside to Avia. He tries his luck from 3. Rebound grabbed by Novakovic. Real pace to this game. Underneath the bucket for 2, but can't convert was Tanaskovic. Jalil is such a big object, and Jeff Burns off the glass round the outside for 2.
The change of speed of Brian cut off Trifunovic off guard as he able to lay it in.
Going on his own for another 2 points. It's a good performance so far by young Uros Trifunovic.
Trifunovic giving it back to Bian.
And then as we were watching the replay, Matrix go down the other end, pick up a foul which will send them to the line. That's a 15 foul against BC Partizan. Avia to the line, the foul goes against Tanaskovic. Oh for 2. Both teams shooting good percentages. Matrix shooting 63%. Even Partizan 50%. That'll drop just below 50% there as Yihao fires to Jeff Yerns. Avir and Roberts providing the offensive firepower. Roberts tackles him. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Roberts, skyhook, doesn't drop, but it's a second personal foul against Tanaskovic. Coach Stojkovic stalking the sideline. He's a very vocal coach. Roberts to the line for 2. Drops in eventually. Two for 2 for Roberts, 4 points in the game. 26-19, biggest lead of this game so far for Negri Sembilan Matrix. Tadic tries to get some offense going. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Took a long time to get the shot away, and it's Matrix who come out with the ball and will have a chance to establish themselves a 9-point lead at the end of the first if they can convert from here. Corbin lets the clock run, 6 seconds down, the screen from Roberts. Corbin outside to Yi, Howe for 3. In and out. Nonetheless, Negri Sembilan Matrix hold a 26-19 at the end of the first 10 minutes.
Not a bad first quarter for both teams, despite BC Partizan is down with 19 points as NS Matrix scored 26 points. Let's see the first quarter highlight here. We see Davis able to create a little bit of space to convert a 2-point.
He was everywhere, Davis Jr., wasn't he? But then Joe Veer started to make a few inroads, and Negri Sembilan offensively stronger, defensively also holding their end a lot better.
Here is the man of the man so far for me. Peter Job has been shooting so well for the NS Matrix. And then the bright future of the BC Partizan, Uros Trifunovic, number 25, and then the 3-point shot deep from downtown Karadzic for BC Partizan.
Good following up from Jock, just to emphasize he is the man of the first quarter. Long way still to go. The winners, remember, will make it through to Saturday's semi-finals. Shooting stats, 50% shooting field goal for Partizan, 63% shooting for the Matrix. If you can keep your shooting stats that high, you're going to win an awful lot of ball games, Mislan.
Statistics-wise for BC Partizan, it's not bad. They don't turn over the ball that much, but let's hear what the head coach of BC Partizan got to say.
It's a young squad, and how do you treat young players? Do you keep on them all the time, or do you trust them just to develop at their own speed?
That's the balance that you need to find between giving them exposure and not putting too much pressure for them to make any mistakes.
Be great result for Partizan if this development squad could make it all the way through to the last four at the very least. We're underway once again, second quarter. Negri Sembilan in the black leading by 7. Mikovic is on for the first time. Another of the young guns. In time and space. Tanaskovic was given time, and Avia was late in with the challenge. And I think, or is Jeff Burns acknowledging it?
No, it's actually Charlie Robert being penalized with the foul. Burns just trying to get him.
He was, wasn't he?
It was way off the play, actually.
Tanaskovic to the line for his first. 2 personal fouls against him, but now he's got a point on the board. 2 for 2. Outside chop from Biens. He was wondering if there was a foul on him there from Tadic. There is Tadic. Just manages to stretch the arms, keep in play. Good work from Avia, who's then edged out of it. Good work from Tanaskovic. Avia, though, gets the ball in the end. Jock. Jumper for 2 is excellent.
Jock, such a beauty shooting form by Peter Jock, as Davis able to answer with a 3-pointer on his own.
Well, Davis had a quiet end to the first stanza, having really been a key part of it. He's now on 9 points. He's forced the turnover there. And the layup isn't helped back in. There was the problem. Novakovic couldn't help it back in.
Oh, Davis unable to convert this one, and then the second tip in by Novakovic also missed, but still the ball in their possession with 17 seconds on the shot clock.
Tadic for 3. Found acres of space from the inbound Tadic. Good response.
A good pass by Davis to Tadic.
Corbin on the floor for the second time. We haven't seen an awful lot of Anthony Walker so far. He's in the game now. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Got to get the shot away. Jock cannot. And there'll be a well, they just beat the shot clock violation. And Vines cannot convert it. The little Filipino then causing a problem for Novakovic. Soft jumper, kicked up by Corbin. 1-point ball game. Good start to the second stanza by the men from Belgrade. Jock outside for 3. That's his 4th triple.
Peter Jock with a fake and a side step to the 3-pointer.
Davis Jr. from outside. That's short. Avia. So often he comes up with the ball underneath the basket. Corbin thought of the 3 instead. Vierne steps in. Avia underneath. Stays out. Tanaskovic doing a good job, and Tadic on transition. He's certainly playing a pace. And the possession will go the way of Negri Sembilan Matrix as the change comes in. Trifunovic steps in for Davis Jr. It's a hectic pace.
And it's only 4 points game difference. So, like I said, BC Partizan not doing that bad. I mean, they're doing okay. They're still in this game.
Vians draws the foul from Tadic. That's his first. It's the first team foul from Partizan in this second quarter. Ong Guayong didn't take the ball with him, but Jock rescued him. Second chance for Ong. Outside, Walker!
And the crowd roar in the Maba Stadium as Wei Young able to assist to the flying Walker.
Trifinovic underneath, off the glass, he draws the foul. Vian's first foul, although he has tried to claim one or two others. Uros Trifinovic goes to the line. 8 points for him, with this to come. Another board for Avia. Vian's lovely work. Dances inside Tanaskovic.
See how many defenders here able to slip bypass Dusan Tanaskovic.
Nearly thrown away. It's been a good rescue from Mikovica. The steal for Jeff Vians, and the layup this time for two.
Once again, Vians able to play a solid defense, get the steal, and then an easy layup. No one to stop him.
And the instant call of the timeout by Coach Stojkovic for Partizan, who, having got themselves back to within a point, suddenly find themselves again 9 points adrift, the biggest deficit of the match to date.
We can't stay with it. And the half court and the half step. You bring the ball up. Right here. We're here, Wei Young. This is York. York. Anthony and all that one side. So we're going to look like this. Just make the play.
For Brian Lester in many ways. He's got so many invited players in, boys he's not used to playing with, and yet he's got to gel them together as a team.
Yeah, he's much more calm and lean back. He got his own system where even though there are new players coming in, they can gel straight away.
So far so good for Matrix, not so for Partizan. As it stands, Matrix will be in the semi-finals on Saturday. Tadic looking to do something about it. Trifinovic goes round the outside and rather scooped it in, and another board for Joe Avia. Just looking at Avia's stats, 7 rebounds already for Joe Avia. Walker trying to get around the outside of Tanaskovic. Just a little bit too eager.
Yeah, overflowed the grab on Tanaskovic. Ways.
Approaching the midway point of the period. 3 team fouls now against the Matrix, who lead by 9. Up and over the shoulder, nicely played by Novakovic. His first 2 points of the match. Vians, Avia for 3. Trifinovic trying to go coast to coast. It's broken nicely for Novakovic, outside for Davis. Vians nearly gets an impossible rebound. Instead, there is a foul.
And then Nikolic just grabbing the rebound from here, you can see. And an easy 2-point here. Good way for Nikolic to secure the 2-point shot.
Avia with the foul against. 14 fouls now against the Matrix. Nikolic takes his personal tally up to 5. Hongwei-Yong. Jock. Closely guarded by Davis. Avia tries to get around the outside, will get the 2 and will go to the line, drawing the foul on Alexei Novakovic.
What a better move by Avia, seeing the space on his right shoulder and then able to get a contact and also body contact of Avia to knock out that 2-point shot.
7 points for him with this free to come. Nikolic with the safe grab. Tadic starts the play. Nikolic with the screen. And then makes the move inside. Nikolic. The sky hook off the rim. Walker picks up the board. Björns into Jock. Oh, Avia. Lovely layup. Got there ahead of Novakovic.
A good pass by Peter Jock, recognizing Avia was open with the lane. An easy 2-point for Avia.
Davis forced outwards and then just managed to scoop it in, and there's an injury there. And it looks a naughty one there for Dujoc. He's twisted an ankle and is in a certain amount of pain.
Not a good news for NS Matrix. Was Jock, I think, maybe wrong step on his ankle, as I don't see much of contact between Davis and Jock.
And luckily it didn't see a twist either, which is what you always worry about with the big men. If they land on their ankles. He'll hobble out. Hopefully just a little bit of ice and a bit of treatment will see Dujoc okay, because offensively he has been on fire for the Matrix.
Peter Jock is the X factor for the NS Matrix, as he can knock that outside shot consistently. So without his service, at least in this game, they have a very comfortable lead, but then still Peter Jock, a lot of impact, positive impact for NS Matrix, and without his service, hopefully NS Matrix can still win this game.
18 points worth of impact. There's the cold spray going on. A little bit of ice as well, no doubt. Tadic steps out, Novakovic steps in. Also stepping in for the first time, Stankovic, the number 6. He's got the job of guarding Anthony Walker. Here is Walker. Hongwei-Yong with Trifunovic, giving him time to release the pass. Corbin outside to Avia. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Roberts underneath. Difficult, and almost throws it away for the second time. They've defended the 24 seconds.
Jolly Robert didn't realize that they don't have much time left on the shot clock. He should just shoot the ball instead of trying to look for his teammate.
And timeout has been called by Matrix, and a miscommunication on a couple of occasions. Maybe that's what's got Brian Lester just a little bit concerned. They've got 1 timeout left. May as well utilise them when you've got them.
One dribble inside, hey. One dribble inside. Careful, Daniel. That's that. Gotta go inside on offense.
go motion. See if we can catch the probably one of the smaller guys. Motion. Okay, we're in 2-3 zone 1 time. We go 1, we go back to man. For 2, we stay in the man. Come on.
Back on the floor. Interestingly, during that timeout, Dujoc was doing a little bit of, well, light running. Didn't look too bad. In fact, Dujoc, I think, is going to come straight back into the game. So that's good news for the Matrix. In the meantime, though, it's Partizan in possession. Outside, Trifinovic. In and out. Walker is penalised. Trying to block Nikolic, but did so illegally.
A good rebound here, good hustle by Nikolic, as Jalil Robert almost got a defensive rebound. And Nikolic going to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Jock back in the ball game. Walker, 2 personal fouls. Going to the line is Dimitri Nikolic. 5 points for him so far, with these 2 to come. Three for 5 from the foul line so far. Novakovic thought that came off Jalil Roberts, and I think he's might have a point there. The press is on by Partizan. Avia, that's well played, and Corbin out to Jock for 3. And Walker, another big dunk from Big Anthony Walker.
Such an easy job for Walker. Open space and then just slam it down the basketball.
Davis, oh, Corbin sent the wrong way completely, doesn't convert. Jock can get away. He's got Roberts available. The bounce pass was looking for Walker, a little bit ambitious from Dujoc.
Yeah, Joe, I think it hurts a little bit for him. Not that comfortable going full strength. So, and as Magic coach, Brian Lester might need to think whether he wants to put Joe on the court or not.
He's moving okay at the moment, although he's just been screened off there. And another foul. Good work from Dimitri Nikolic. He did the screen and then followed into the paint. Avia's second foul. Two for 2 for Nikolic. The deficit is just 6 points. Jalil just lurking, looking to get into position. Jalil found himself open. Corbin misses the chance, and again, good defense from Partizan. Outside it's Novakovic, underneath Trifinovic.
A good call by Trifinovic. I think the pass was supposed to go to Nikolic, but Trifinovic was there to pick up the ball and score for himself.
Double digits for Trifinovic. 4-point ball game. Jalil against Nikolic. That's a physical battle, and the sky hook doesn't quite work, and the... Where's the foul? Oh. Defensive foul, and that's a controversial one.
Yeah, I think the part when Novakovic hustling with Avia, going to be an inbound, baseline inbound for NS Matrix.
And it puts Novakovic on foul trouble as well. He's on 3. Uros Ilic has hardly spent any time on the court since he picked up his 3rd foul, and another 2 from Jock, who leads all scorers now with 20.
Good job. Feeling much better, more comfortable, releasing his shot.
Davis. In and out, Nikolic. Uncontested by Avir that time. Final 40 seconds of the first half. Jock. That bounces off the rim, a little bit hurried. He seems better coming off his right foot than down off his left. The left is the one that had a bit of trouble earlier on. So 10 seconds on the shot clock. Davis sets the play. The 3 is good from Novakovic.
Very patient BC Partizan, running the clock and then getting the better shot from Novakovic.
Avir tries a shot for nothing. And at the end of a tightly contested half, there's an excellent response from Partizan. They've got it to within a single point at the half. Well, at one stage, Matrix had the lead as high as 11. But as we go in at half-time, Jaleel Roberts shakes his head. It's a little bit frustrating. Jeff Vine's the latest to be receiving a little bit of treatment. And the Matrix have got 1 or 2 worries, because a game that looked to be comfortable has slept a little bit away from them at the end of this second quarter. At the end of the half, it's Partizan 44, Negri Semblán Matrix 45.
This morning, when she was walking down the street, someone just called her Shakira. Okay, what's your real name?
Match day 3 of the Seri Mutiara Cup. We've got Negri Sembla Matrix in the black up against Basketball Club Partizan of Belgrade in Serbia. And at half-time, a tight ball game. It's the Matrix leading by 45-44. Mr. Malazam alongside me in the commentary box. But for a long time, it looked as though the Matrix would have a comfortable lead coming into half-time because of the presence of that man, the Jock.
Yeah, in the first quarter, Peter Jock scored a lot for the NS Matrix, but like I said, BC Partizan was playing not so bad either. I mean, they're not playing terrible, it's just that NS Matrix was playing much better in the first quarter. And then we can see here, Corbin and then Peter Jock is always there to clean up for the NS Matrix. BC Partizan is still very disciplined, and then they are only 1 point down in this game.
Jock, 20 points for him and a fabulous first half performance, and there was good confident ball movement. There he is, Jock once again burying it too, and helped by Wei Yong outside. This one's a big dunk from Anthony Walker, but when it just seemed as though Matrix had a good comfortable lead, back came Belgrade. We're going to see some more Matrix highlights here. Bit of Jeff Vierne's magic. He scored a couple of very, very quick points, but then Belgrade got, I don't know really what changed. They just got themselves in the groove and their shooting stats picked up to above 50%.
Yeah, it's this guy, Nikolic, and also the big man of the BC Partizan. They're able to get the control of the board. A lot of offensive rebound for BC Partizan. That second chance allowed BC Partizan to get into this game. As here you see Davis able to get an easy, clean look.
A big, big dunk from Anthony Walker, but we've not seen an awful lot of Walker on the floor. A couple of big points, and then in the latter stages, Trifunovic, he helped himself to double digits. And altogether, it's a youthful Partizan Belgrade side, but they're showing bags of promise and bags of willingness to stay in the game, because at one stage they were out, 11 points down, they're back to a single point. Stats for us in terms of shooting stats for Partizan, 10 of 25 compared to 14 of 25. Shooting stats, if you're shooting 40-45%, it's acceptable. You want it to be above 50, so not too bad from either side.
Yeah, not too bad for both teams, as only 1 point difference between both of them. And then of course NS Matrix, they has more rebounds with 25, but in the second quarter we see that BC Partizan controlling the offensive board.
As for the top point scorers, Davis Jr. with 12 and Trifunovic with 10 in double digits for Partizan. Jock leading all scorers with 20. Assist-wise, Davis Jr., who seems to be everywhere, he's got himself 4. Joe Avia handed out 2, as has Ong Wei Yong. Rebounding, Novakovic and Nikolic against Avia, who's had a big first half with 8, but it's the rebounding in many ways where the Partizan side have grown into this game.
Yeah, the offensive rebound that gave them the second chance, able them to close the gap from 11 points to only 1 point. And then we see Jeff Vierne not looking so good for NS Matrix. Not a good news for NS Matrix, as Vierne is actually able to give that extra boost from the bench for NS Matrix.
Injury worries as well for the Matrix. You see Jeff Vierne's sitting out. We saw earlier on an injury for the Jock as well. That doesn't look good as we look down at the individual point scorers. 12 points, 4 assists for Tyree Davis Jr. Early on, he was all over the court, offensively and defensively. And Partizan, I think, needed to show a little bit more leadership if they are to go on to win this game.
And then we see here Peter Jock taking his time on the court. I don't think that he feels that comfortable. Yeah, you can see from the way he walks, even though he's the top scorer for NS Matrix with 20 points, 2 rebounds, NS Matrix really needs Peter Jock to be able to play.
It's pretty punishing. You're playing 3 games back to back to back on the floor. It's 20 points and 2 rebounds. He is very, very important if Matrix are to make it to the semi-finals. For Partizan, place in the semi-finals will be a bonus for a development squad. And let's just remind you that the winner of this game will go to the semi-finals as runner-up of this group. They'll be joining Korea's Aegis in the last 4, those semi-finals. And the placings take place on Saturday from 1 o'clock in the afternoon. All set for the second half. All to play for. The fourth Seri Mutiara Cup tournament that's growing in value to the teams who are coming over to the Maba Arena each year. 2015 was its debut season. Chinese winners in the last 2 years. Fabulous final last year. Beijing against Croatia it was on that occasion. Matrix would love to be in the final come Sunday afternoon. Ong Wei-yong gets us underway. Black shirts of the Matrix. Yi Hao. One comment from you, we're not seeing an awful lot of the Malaysian guys on the floor. This is the kind of match where they would just benefit from floor time, wouldn't they?
The balance between giving them experience and also winning the game. I think these two guys actually shown promises for the Malaysian basketball.
Would you like to see more? I'm not going to let you get away with that, as Yi Hao shows that they can contribute. 2 points for Yi Hao. No comment from my color commentator. Tadic. Had to go the long way around Anthony Walker, and you've got to go a long way around Anthony Walker. Big pass up to Avia. Nice layup round the shoulder for 2 for Avia. Double digits for Avia again.
A good pass here by Wei-yong to Avia. 2 of our Malaysian players are actually injured, which is Kwek Tian Yu, and then a huge block from Walker to send the ball to the crowd. And then here once again, Walker, we know that he can fly high jump.
Second block for Walker. And it's off the foot, Avia can benefit. Partizan wanting a possession, instead Walker goes the other way and gets a 2, and then really upset on the Partizan bench that possession wasn't called to them, because it certainly came off a Matrix foot. Anthony Walker onto 6 points. Lovely little dish out to Nikolic.
A good drop pass here to Nikolic, an easy layup for him.
Tadic with the assist. Double digits for Nikolic. Ong Wei-yong tries the sky hook over the shoulder of Mikovica. Now then, back in the ball game, you've got Uros Ilic. Another ejection from Walker. Yi Hao on the fast break, faced by Ilic. 4th foul against Ilic. Just back on the court and in more foul trouble.
Good effort shown here by Yi Hao, not backing up even though Ilic was there to deny his shot. He took the contact and he goes to the free throw line.
Ilic steps out frustrated. He's hardly been on the floor, but when he has been, he's been involved in 4 fouls now.
So that's I was saying that there's 2 Malaysian players not playing this game. Kwek Tian Yuan, he hurt his back, and also Ting or Mei also not play because of injury. So only 2 local players that has the quality talent-wise to play in this level. Yi Hao is taking the free throws, and also Ong Wei-yong.
Yi Hao onto 4 points. The lead up to 6 for the Matrix. Tadic. Soft hands, it's away from Nikolic. Ong Wei-yong on transition. Layup for 2 for Ong Wei-yong. 4 points for Ong, and a timeout immediately called by Partizan Belgrade.
A great job done by the 2 Malaysian players. As we're talking about Malaysian players giving an impact straight away. Yi Hao and Ong Wei-yong giving basket and points to the NS Matrix.
dali 10 poena za 2,5 minuta, sve u leđu. Sve u leđu. Svih 5 da menja vrata.
second half by the Matrix and led, as you say, by the Malaysian boys. I'm just seeing if they're coming back out on the floor. Indeed they are after the timeout. How much court time do you see them getting if this game gets tight?
Yeah, definitely, and then NS Matrix not have to rely to the Peter Jog to score the ball every single time, as he can take a rest, even though he's playing, but not much pressure on him to handle all the scoring responsibility.
Tadic, Davis Jr. Four to the three, Nikolic on the inside. Trifunovic, long-range three. And a big rebound from Dimitri Nikolic. Clock starts again at 14. Tadic with time to bury the three. His second triple.
Tadic was waiting on that short corner, wide open for him, easy three-point shot.
Avia. Trifunovic. Good hands, he's got support. Oh, tried the reverse pass, is applauded. That's great to see from the leadership of Tyrell Davis. He made the mistake, but he's getting support from his seniors.
This is the used no-look pass by Trifunovic. He needs to find that balance, being fancy and being fundamentally sound.
Yi Hao finds Walker, lovely reverse pass and layup from Walker. We're used to seeing him smash the dunk in, this time a gentle little looper. Trifunovic, bit of goaltending.
Yeah, they will count the attempt as Walker tapping the ball. They are not allowed to do that. Here you see the layup there and then the tapping the ball. It's a goaltending.
Ball on the downward trajectory. So the 2 points for Trifunovic, who's up to 12 points himself. Joint top scorer for the visitors. Walker. Yi Hao. Now throws the ball away and we've got a 3-on-2 fast break. Davis Jr. Lovely move, left-handed, lifts it up and in. Jock for three! Welcome back to Jock.
Oh, good defense there by Yi Hao, pressuring on Nikolic, not able to catch the ball. And then Peter Jog just giving a little bit of boost to NS Matrix, increasing the lead to 6 points.
7 of 17 are Partizan from three-point range. Matrix only 5 of 11. All 5 have gone to do Jock.
Anthony Walker unable to catch the pass from Wei Yong. Wei Yong hustling back on defense, not giving any easy transition basket to BC Partizan.
Trifunovic, that's a better pass. Straight forward, Nikolic was able to readjust. 2 points for Nikolic, 14 for him, 12 for Trifunovic. Davis also in double digits. Jaleel Roberts tries the 2. A jumper to most players, not to him, but it stays out. Davis, Nikolic with the screen. Outside, Trifunovic. And a foul from Ong Wei Yong, which will be his first. And Ong Wei Yong steps out. Terrell Corbin steps in. Time to shoot, and then they pick up the second ball. Tyrell Davis. Tyree Davis. Nikolic, beautiful. He's having a strong game, Dimitri Nikolic.
Smart play by Davis, creating that mismatch between him and Nikolic. Then hands the pass to Nikolic. Nikolic has the upper hand from the guard.
Walker turns over. And once again, we've had a Matrix getting a lead. Partizan pulling it back. Matrix have a lead. Partizan on the way to pulling it back again. Tadic took on Corbin. The jumper, and it's come off, I think, Tyrell Corbin. Indeed, Partizan possession.
I think Anthony Walker need to do much a better job handling the ball. I think twice already Anthony Walker unable to catch the ball properly.
Jovinovic. Tadic there first. Clock back on 14. Davis. Jovinovic, free. Second three misses. And just boxing out was Jock, who's now in possession. Avia's lift doesn't quite enter. Tadic. The sky hook from Nikolic drops, and we are all square.
A good pass from Tadika Tami to Nikolic. Nikolic's self-touch. The sky hook went in.
It's just good old-fashioned basic basketball. Create the chances in the paint and look after Nikolic just to try and convert as many as he can. Here's Jalil against Nikolic, who's strong. Nikolic hits the deck. Officials say nothing wrong with that. Jalil leads with the arm. I'd love your thoughts on that physical confrontation, Islam.
Nikolic flop here, as if there's no extensive elbow, and then we got a technical foul on the head coach of BC Partizan, so Djokovic. So one free throw for Anas Matrix and possession to them. There was the right call because there's no extension of Jalil Roberts' hands. He's just using his body and his space.
A big body. So the technical is converted. And possession is to the Matrix.
It's the right call. It's a technical foul. So one free throw and ball possession, as BC Partizan coaches argued, because they're supposed to be their ball. Yeah, he was on their possession when the technical foul being called.
They're invoking a new rule recently brought into the FIBA rulebook. It's not being used here. Corbin blocked off by Tadic. Gets the two and will go for an extra point just to add to the frustration of the Serbian coaching staff.
Corbin able to go through despite the contact by Tadika Tajic, and the body control of Corbin able to convert the two free throws and possible three-point play here.
Misses it, but Walker originally got the rebound. Davis picks up the loose ball. 2:10 remaining in the third quarter. The lead is 5 for Matrix. This could be going right the way to the wire. Tadic looking for help. Finds it in Nikolic, of course, in Nikolic. Outstanding centre play.
A good pass by Tadika Tadic, able to create the space between him and Nikolic, as Nikolic not going to miss that easy two-point shot.
19 points for Nikolic. 3 points the difference. Avia gets the possession. Jovinovic put a a little hand in, and there's a double change coming in for Partizan. Nikolic taking a well-deserved rest. Karadzic coming in for Davis Jr. Nikolic replacement by Tanaskovic. He's put in a great shift in this third stanza, Nikolic. Avia loses out the fast breakers on Karadzic. An easy layup, 1-point ball game.
Steady impact by Karadzic entering into the game, and quick 2 points for him.
5 in total. Jock finds Jalil beneath, and 2 for big Jalil Roberts. Eight points for Jalil, 3 points to lead. Final 50 seconds. Long range shot, well short from Tadic. Joe Avia in transition. Jock. Triple number 6.
Peter Jock, no hesitation, just a little bit of space for him to knock down that 3-point shot.
26 points, leads all scorers. The 3 that time doesn't drop, and on the rebound, Jalil.
That's his 10th point of the game. Jalil Roberts bringing the house down at Maba Stadium.
Tadic, it breaks, final 5 seconds. Karadzic, it's a long 3 that's buried right on the buzzer. It means that we will go into the final stanza with just 5 points between the teams.
Karadzic way downtown, a very long distance shot, able to answer Jalil Roberts' 2-point slam dunk.
Turning into a really good game as we look at some of the highlights. It was 45-44. And Matrix came out strong at the start of the third quarter. Avia and Walker in particular impressing, and our Malaysian boys.
Yeah, a lot of well done job done by the Malaysian boys in the early game of the third quarter. As here you see Wei Yong able to get 2 of his 4 points. And then you cannot underestimate BC Partizan here, able to get the steal, and Davis very beautiful with a circus shot, and then a very, very high entertaining game. And then Nikolic as the top scorer with 19 points for the BC Partizan.
There's a lot to play for.
Our head now for the rest of the game. We want to go to the semifinals. Okay, high screen, low screen.
So all set for the final 10 minutes. Give us a call on this one, Mr. Nalazan.
At least Peter Jock is playing well. We see that he can knock down that 3-point shot. I don't think Beyond is going back into this game, as we see Wei Yong is coming, but you cannot sleep on BC Partizan. Nikolic has been playing really well for BC Partizan. He's taking a quick break on the bench. And then let's hope another great quarter, 10 minutes of basketball.
But you didn't answer the question. You didn't answer. Call this game for us, son. Call this game.
I have to go with the home team, NS Matrix.
Thank you very much. Partizan in possession of the ball. Davis Jr. outside, Tadic for 3. That drops. 2-point ball game. Tadic, 9 points for him. All from beyond the arc. All Walker's thrown it away. Tadic first to react, and Tadic lays up for 2. We are all square.
I made the call too early as Tadic 5 points straight from him. A 3-pointer and a layup, and then we go back to NX Matrix. Jalil Roberts.
The sky hook from Roberts is good. High velocity start to this final quarter. 12 points for Roberts. Slowing the pace down just a little bit is Novakovic. Davis ups the ante. Tadic outside again. Doesn't drop Roberts. Comfortable rebound. Ong Wei-yong in transition. Roberts, the little jumper for two.
An orthodox shooting form by Robert, but he's still able to make it. A good pass by Avia to Robert.
Tadic. Karadzic from outside. Comfortable rebound for Novakovic. Karadzic again. Clock back on 14. Well, we're down to 8 now. Tadic. Tanaskovic blocked off fairly. Got to get the shot away, which he does. And the rebound is grabbed by Partizan. And the tip in for Tanaskovic. 3 attempts on the bucket, non-successful.
And as Matrix really need to get the defensive rebound. They're allowing too much offensive rebound to BC Partizan.
Another big 2 points from Dudjok.
This is the reason why I call Anas Matrix. Peter Jock has been really good in this game so far with his shooting form.
Game high 29 points for Jock. They're not out of it though. As a foul goes against Anthony Walker, it'll be, I think, Walker's 3rd personal.
And we have a substitution, Nikolic coming in for Tanaskovic. And also Trifunovic coming in for Tariq Taji.
Inbound, Karadzic. That drops for 2. Karadzic quickly up into double digits. Didn't see an awful lot of floor time until this 4th stanza. Roberts into Ong. Beautiful layup by Ong Wei-yong, but 6 points for Ong.
A good cut here by Wei-yong, and then good pass from Jalil Robert.
Trifunovic. Long way missing for a change. Jock from way out. That'll break to Karadzic. 6 points the lead for the Matrix. 7 minutes just under to play. Good movement from Nikolic. Trifunovic. Again, goaltending, no. Roberts gets away with it. And they've defended well. The foul call against Karadzic, against Ong Wei-yong.
Wei-yong should have shot that ball if he will get a continuation, maybe a 2 shot. But no, since he passed the ball, the referee only going to give an inbound pass here. If he throw the ball out, definitely a 2 free throws.
Timeout has been called. That's been called by BC Partizan of Belgrade.
Yeah, you can see the assistant coach.
Ako čita, vrati se nazad, niti je promenjeno blokadu. Eric, he just cheats, he will fade, one give a good pass. Ne moramo da šutimo.
Well, all set up nice and beautifully. There are plenty of timeouts left, 2 apiece. So opportunities for the coaches to have an impact on this one. Matrix having got off to a slow start in this 4th quarter. got themselves back into that 6-point lead and have possession. And Ong Wei-yong staying in the game. Looks for Anthony Walker. Misjudges the long pass. Nikolic then runs interference. Karadzic outside. Oh, long way distant. Nikolic can't put it back. Big battle between Avia and Nikolic. Jock again. Stellar performance from him, 29 points. Sends Karadzic the wrong way, and that will drop for 2.
Peter Jock with a soft touch and a friendly roll. A little bit, just a long 2 for him. Still able to contribute another 2 points for NS Metrics, Peter Jock.
31 in total. Karadzic outside for Davis Jr. The winners go through, don't forget, to the semi-finals. Nikolic rejected by Jalil, but illegally so. And there's just a sense the intensity beneath the boards from the Matrix has gone up a notch in this fourth quarter.
It's a must-win game for both of them. So whoever wins will finish as the first runner-up and will meet Australia in the semi-final.
Semi-finals Saturday, in the evening, 5 and 7 in the evening. Placing matches at 1 and 3 on Saturday. Then it's the medals day on Sunday, bronze, followed by the 3-point competition and the final. Avia strong ahead of Trifunovic. 0 for 2 for Nikolic. That's not a good time to miss his points. Partizan shooting just 38% compared to the Matrix, close to 60. Therein lies the difference. Avia spins and turns, loses out to Trifunovic. Tadic on the fast break. Trifunovic can't hold the ball.
Frustrated BC Partizan, as you can see in each of the player face. Trifunovic just couldn't handle the pass, and then oh, what a waste of possession for BC Partizan.
In terms of the turnovers, Trifunovic giving away 2. Nikovica giving away 2 as well. Walker's got a veer. Jock underneath the basket. Oh, it's a big 3 from outside from Young, and the timeout called immediately.
Yeehaw! Even with his Uros Trifunovic hand on his face, still able to hit that big 3-point shot, and then extracurricular activity shown here. Tadic Tadic not going to back down by the turn of Peter Jock. And I thought all the players are going to the bench, but no, they are not yet. Still a queen on the floor of the court. It's supposed to be a timeout by the BC Partizan. They already wasted about 30 seconds now.
A little bit of an edge, a little bit of aggro could well be accruing in this last 4:30. Because Partizan trail by 10, the biggest deficit that they've had in the match so far.
Tadic was playing very aggressive defense on Peter Jock, hence the frustration on Peter Jock part, giving a little bit of earful and tongue to Tadic.
Here is the incident once again. There was just a little word from Tadic onto Jock, and something from nothing.
And that push by Peter Jock probably going to cost him as the referee is actually discussing about it now. And then you can see on the screen just getting confirmation with the official table. So let's see whether any additional call is going to be or no. Probably not.
Yeah, there's an unsportsmanlike against Jock. And an unsportsmanlike against Tadic. Fair enough.
So a double unsportsmanlike foul. And then, but no free throw is going to be given. Only fouls. They cancel each other.
So it's Jock's first foul, it's Tadic's third, which could have an impact on him. He's had an important role to play. Oh, Davis Jr. has slipped nastily. There was no contact there. That's him. Well, there has been contact called, but it definitely just looked like a little slip as he lost his footing.
Yeah, it's not a good feeling whenever you fall down because of the slippery floor. It gotta hurt a little bit, but I think Davis just going to walk it off.
Jock called for the foul, which is his third. It's the fourth team foul against the Matrix. 10 points the deficit. Trifunovic goes round the outside, off the glass for two. Looks a fine young talent, this kid. Avia. Ongwa Young. Tadic gets the better of Jock, and Tadic to Trifunovic for two, and 10 becomes 6. Yihao slows it down. Roberts inside the two, in and out. Well, suddenly the momentum is with the team from Serbia. Trifunovic. That could well be a big rim that he's hit. Roberts in the paint, skyhook again. Big rebound of Veer. Roberts drives to the baseline and then travels.
I took too much extra step for Jolly Robert. Here you can see trying to go his way, and then 1, 2, 3, that extra step there. An easy traveling violation called by the ref.
And he's not somebody who can hide a step, Roberts, is he? He's a big boy. So a scoreless period for the Matrix, just at a time when they were wanting to just put a bit of daylight between the teams. Nikolic looks to screen. Davis Jr. outside for 3. Well, he gets the luck of the draw.
There is just enough space for him. Peter Jones, not too close. And a friendly roll, that Mama roll for BC Partizan.
Ongwa Young loses out, another turnover. Just at a time when Matrix had this game in their hands. Again, Partizan have come back. Brown, the lead. Oh, 84 apiece. 10 points in a row now for Partizan, and a big hug for him and a timeout for the Matrix.
A back-to-back three-point shot. Once again, Davis trying to get that 1-on-1 mismatch as he able to get Anthony Walker on the island. And then there's no timeout. The game will resume.
No timeout called. That was just a whistle. Brian Lester wants to keep his timeouts in reserve. He's still got 2 he can use. Final 2 minutes of the game. 10 points in a row. And this semi-final berth is all up for grabs. Yihao outside for 3. Short. Tadic picks it up. Davis will start the play. 15 on the shot clock. Outside to Finovic. Oh, they've got it. 13 in a row. And now there's a timeout.
A big shot by Ivanovic as Davis was looking for that mismatch where he can abuse and misses. He was waiting for the space created by driving to the paint, and Ivanovic was left wide open on that right shot corner.
Points allowed. Nema pomoći na prodor. Branite 1-1 sve. I defend everything 1-on-1. Ball screen. 2 dribbles. Run back. Ball screen. X. Nema šuta za 3 poen. Hey. Ball screen follow. Stop. Hey. Yes. Hey. Zek! Vuci se sa lopta! Vuci se!
So Partizan lead 87-84. First time they've led in the match. They've been trailing right the way through by as many as 13. Trailing by 10 with 5 minutes to play. Now we've got 1:22 to play, and it's the Matrix who are chasing the game. Mr. Malazan alongside me. Looking for Jock, 15 on the shot clock. Walker runs interference, and there's a foul there being called against Nikolic.
You can see how Peter struggling to bypass the defender. That injury occurred early on, still linger on his leg.
Nikolic first personal foul. Partizan have got fouls in hand, just 3. Corbin. Jock thinks of the 3. Faced by Davis, drives all the way, and Walker can't convert. Avia in a big battle. That'll be a jump ball.
Oh, good defense here by Davis, screaming as he able to get that jump ball situation. So 6 seconds on the shot clock left for Annex Matrix.
1 minute to play, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Corbin, where's the movement? Well, they found Walker, but the shot's got to come in from Avia. Doesn't drop, and Trifanovic with a big rebound. Problems for the Matrix. The semi-finals was theirs for the taking. Davis invites contact. 40 seconds on the clock, 3 points the lead for Partizan of Belgrade. Outside, Davis! Nikolic takes the rebound, draws the foul off Terrell Corbin.
You see how BC Partizan keep it simple. Davis, they just want a mismatch between him and Nikolic so that he can get Nikolic man on the island for one-on-one situation, whereas his defender will have to get Nikolic. That's when Nikolic able to get an offensive rebound. The mismatch between Davis defender and Nikolic defender.
And Nikolic will go to the line. Tormenta Supreme, 20 points for him. Semi-reprieve. Cool as you like, it's a 4-point lead, and a timeout has been called.
That is the last timeout for Annex Matrix. as they are down by 4 points. Let's see what Ryan Lester has to say to his team for this maybe last 2 possessions.
And he goes to rebound.
This guy's coming out. He's got downstream for D-Howe if we need it. Okay? So, just make sure the puck goes up and go to the offensive rebound. 31 seconds. This is an early shot. We're going to get a second chance to shoot at the other end. No timeouts left. So as soon as we get the ball, be active. Go at it. Okay, don't wait. Okay, we're going to get the ball back again. So if we can get a stop, score and get a stop, we've got one more possession to win it. Let's go. Let's go.
So NS Matrix is going for the quick 3, if I'm not mistaken, with Peter Job as the first option. Oh no, Peter Job is actually going to inbound the ball. Let's see how this play out for NS Matrix.
2 scores are required. Jock double teamed. Of course he is. Big long shot for 3, doesn't drop. And Tadic, the foul is drawn. And this is now extraordinarily frustrating for the Matrix. The 3 didn't drop. And because they're in foul trouble, 6 personal fouls, 16 fouls, it'll send Tadic to the line. Well, what a turnaround we've seen in the final 5 minutes here, Mislam.
Yeah, credit for the BC Partizan playing with their head out, and they get a lot of offensive rebound for that second chance. 20 offensive rebound for BC Partizan. That is a very, very astounding statistics.
Five points the gap, 20 seconds on the ball. Corbin draws the foul, Tadic. But it'll be a sideline ball only. Fourth foul against Tadic. But he'll be fine with that. 5 points in 18 seconds, the equation. Walker, nowhere to go. Jock drives and loses possession. And the team from Serbia have managed to turn this one around. They'll call a timeout just to make sure that they don't mess up this final possession. They've timed their run to perfection. A largely young team.
Come on, stay like this.
Now, don't throw it.
See what we can do. Get a quick shot on the other end. Switch everything, quick foul.
Nadia already. Let it face the ball.
So the big 3-point shot by Uros Trifonovic actually gifted the extra boost needed by BC Partizan, and also the Tadic 5 points straight by him in that towards the end of that fourth quarter. Those are the key points for BC Partizan. They able to use their youth, the young player, to give them a lot of lift in this game.
What a story. Young team growing up before our eyes, and they'll almost certainly be in the semi-finals. Stefanovic, instant foul drawn once again, sends straight to the line. 2 for 2. Final few seconds. Six points the lead. Jock is distant, and that will be the final chance. Yi Hao out of bounds. And with 1 second to play, what a fourth quarter performance by Partizan of Belgrade. They pick up the victory by 91 points to 84, having been 10 points adrift at, was it 83-73 with 4 minutes to play.
Full credit to BC Partizan as they end the game with 91 points to 84 NS Metric. BC Partizan, since the start of the quarter, never showed any sign of weaknesses, and they are still crawling back into the game and finally able to take the win from NS Matrix. Here we see the highlight of the game as Anthony Walker able to get a few points, and then Tadika Tajik dropping the ball to Nikolic, as these are the trio, the key contributors for the BC Partizan.
Nikolic was a vital contributor. He was on 20 points. And we've just got to talk about the fourth quarter fight back, because so often they'd shown that they had the ability to come back. They trailed by 13, got back to 1 at half time. They trailed by 11, got back to parity. Then they trailed by 10 at 83-73 with 4 minutes to play, scored 13 unanswered points.
Yeah, you've seen there a few sequences where turnovers made by the BC Partizan young players. They got frustrated, but they keep their head in the game, not giving any previous mistake affect their game, as we've seen how Uros Trifonovic able to hit that 3-point shot, the big 3-point shot. Maybe we can see the highlights later in this highlight reel.
Yeah, we're just looking at the spell here where Yi Hao and Ong Wei-yong had a real contribution early in the third quarter, and it did seem like it was going to be routine for the Matrix. Yes, well done to Partizan.